Hey everybody, it's Matt, and as you can see, I've got some ASUS products with me. I've got the Republic of Gamers ASUS keyboard, the Harp mouse, as well as the VG1A series 27-inch widescreen monitor. This review is going to focus in on the monitor, so let's get to unboxing it, and let's get going. In this review, I'll be focusing in on the ASUS TUF, which stands for the Ultimate Force Gaming VG1A series VG279QM1A. It is a 27-inch FHD screen with a 0.67 aspect ratio and an IPS display. The monitor has a 280 Hz refresh rate and a 1 millisecond response time, with support from various helpers to prevent visual tearing and distortion, and ASUS Extreme Low Motion Blur Sync to prevent ghosting and odd shadows. The monitor is flat and supports a 178-degree field of vision. I know some people prefer curved monitors nowadays, but I'm still a big flat monitor guy. In the back, there are two HDMI slots, one DisplayPort slot, a headphone jack and USB service port, two speakers on board, which is a surprise to me the first time they started going, and I'll have more thoughts on that later. Lastly, your unbox includes a monitor, the mount power cord, one HDMI cable, one DisplayPort cable, a quick start, and warranty guide. Alright, let's do a quick visual demo here, as I've got this demo video playing of the different modes that come up on screen. So you can see that there's a bunch of different modes here, and I'm currently on cinema mode, and I think it looks great. But let's cycle through some of the different modes, and you can see how different color settings change. Now these are made for different games and different game types. So this is for RTS and RPGs, first-person shooters, and then we've got one here for multiplayer online games, and you can see that there was a significant change in color there, all the way to night vision. I don't think I'm going to be using the night vision one very much, and I'll set it back to cinema there, and you can see the big changes. So yeah, there's a lot of different options for you to choose from depending on what your gaming preferences are and depending on what type of games you play. And there are some other options here as well. You can see you've got the opportunity here, options here to track FPS, add crosshairs, timers, and stopwatches. So a lot of different things available out of the box. Okay, we have the opening cinematic here for Cyberpunk. And the reason I've got this open is just because I wanted to show you that I've been switching back and forth between a couple of different inputs because there are two different HDMI inputs. You might not be able to see it in the dark there, but that's my Nintendo Switch dock. So it means that I can go anytime from, if I decide I don't want to play on my PC anymore and I want to jump over to a console, I can do that too. And I'm going to introduce you to another feature on this monitor. As you can hear, there are two speakers on this as well. I will say the speakers, they're serviceable speakers. They're all right. You know, they're good for what they are, but it doesn't quite have what I crave out of my speakers. Not a lot of bass. I can't really listen to a lot of music through this, but granted, most of us are probably wearing headsets or have sound systems already with our laptops. It's nice if you don't have one. These work well as backups, but it's definitely more nice to have than a major feature of this speaker. So I'm gonna quickly just key on a little bit more, and I'll play a little bit of Switch with the speakers going here, and you can see what it sounds like. My final thoughts on this monitor. Well, this is definitely a good one for all your games. It took me a little while to tinker all the settings to my heart's content though, and at the end of it I found that my bright and colorful and sports games look better on scenery mode, while the darker titles look better on cinema mode. The refresh rates were quick, and no matter the game, no matter the setting, I had absolutely no issues with screen tearing, lag, or any sort of distortion. Everything looked great. Love that I can switch between devices, and love that the monitor is so easy to use and easy to play with the settings. You also see the mouse and keyboard here on screen. These are also two great ASUS products. There's the Republic of Gamers ASOS 75% mechanical keyboard, which is maybe the quietest on the market, and then the Heart-based gaming mouse, which is one of the most accurate and lightest weight mice out there. So check the Best Buy Canada blog for reviews of these too. So yeah, final thoughts on this monitor, definitely do recommend. This is the ASUS TUF VG1A series. This is the 27-inch flat screen, now available at Best Buy and online at bestbuy.ca, along with this mouse and keyboard that I referenced as well. Thank you for watching this review. Please subscribe to this channel for more reviews like this, and we'll see you next time.